biggest fear is not graduating. Like, I'm in my last year, my final year, and if I don't graduate, I don't know what life is right now. Like, I think my biggest fear is graduating. Like, I just want to graduate. Like, I need to graduate. Graduation 2020.
I would have said spiders before. And before I had my son, I probably would have said spiders. But like now, you know, when you have a child and you become a mother, it's like things like arachnids cannot scare you anymore. You kind of just got to just deal with it. So I don't really know, to be honest. I'm not really a very scared person. I don't really fear a lot of things.
I would probably say dying. I would definitely say dying is my biggest fear, even though it's like one of those natural things that happens with everybody, and like I like we're all gonna die at some point, but I don't know. I think it's just the thought of not being like, you gonna go to bed one day or something that happens to you and then you don't see the next day. Like, tomorrow's never really promised, is it? And that's the scary part. No, I think that's definitely scary.
I think the most intelligent person that I know is probably my boss at work. He's done like a master's and a PhD in mathematics and ended up working at NASA for a little bit. And yeah, in terms of like maths, he is amazing. So there you go, James, you're welcome if you see this.
To be honest with you, like, she's the only person I know who pays her bills on time. You know, she's never gone without, her son has never gone without. Like, she's just on job 24/7. Like I said before, I don't know anyone who works as hard as she is, and she's so intelligent. All her degrees that she's got, like, she's done a lot. She's very skilled in many things, and all her businesses that she's done, you've got to be intelligent to be the fucking CEO, the motherfucking plug.
Intelligent person I know is my dad. Oh my goodness. And he's not like academic intelligent, as in like he hasn't got a bundle of qualifications. I don't know if he got any GCSEs. Sorry, Dad, in advance. Or as he would call them, O-levels. I don't know if he got any of those. But he's very smart. If you need to know something, call my dad. Well, you can't call my dad, obviously, because I'm not going to give you his number. But if I need to know something that I don't know, and really I know everything because I am me, I will call my dad, give my dad a call, and he will know the answer. He's like one of them people, when you're playing like family games at like family gatherings that involve like questions and answers, he's the person that you want on your team because he knows everything. So shout out my dad.
I actually think, I don't know if it counts, but I started reading Keisha Diskette. I was seeing like a little throwback thing on my Instagram or my Twitter, and someone brought it up, and I was thinking, I have never read that before, and everyone was going like hyping it and going crazy, like, oh my god, I remember it, such a throwback. And I was like, what the hell is going on? And then somebody put the link into it so I could like read it, and I think that's probably the last book I read. I didn't get very far because it hurt my head a little bit. I feel like if I was like reading it when I was younger, then yeah, I would have been all over that. But I only like read like a page or two, and that's probably as far as a book as I've gotten to recently.
The last book I read was this really cute notebook that Jada got me today, but in terms of actually like a proper book with words, was probably the Kama Sutra book.
This is the last book I read. It's called 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, and it is by Stephen Covey, I think it is. I think my dad bought me this book, but this is the last, I haven't finished it, but this is the last book that I like started reading. I need to finish reading it, just hectic at the moment, but this is the book that I will be finishing reading. Fantastic book. If you like things like power, The Secret, all that kind of stuff, this is a fantastic book. It's just kind of like a book of how to be amazing, which obviously I'm already amazing, but it will just amplify my amazingness a little bit more. So 7 Habits of Highly Effective People.
Making money, helping people, living in my own home, and being happy. I think that's very important.
Is to have my businesses established, to have my mortgage mostly paid off, and just have financial freedom, man. Like, come on, that's goals right there. That's the 10-year goal, man.
Intolerant, optimistic, slightly a bit of a control freak when it comes to myself and other people, don't get me wrong.
Funny, emotional, kind.
I would bring a chicken, because then at least you got fresh egg every day, and worst comes to worst, you can yum on that chicken. I would bring a toolbox, so I don't have to hand make tools, like I'm not on that caveman flex. And a canoe to escape.
It would have to be my medication, otherwise I wouldn't last very long. I was going to say my dressing gown, but if it's an island, it's probably going to be hot. I'll be back. Okay, so this would be my second item. It's just the best. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's amazing. Oh, Cheyenne, shut up. Okay, so this would be my second item. It is a very large pillow, and I could sleep on this. It's the length of my body, kind of. So I could sleep on it and I wouldn't have to sleep on the sand and the rocks and the... I'm annoying myself. Third item would be I was going to say a foghorn. Something really loud so I can play it and be found.
Stupid people. I cannot stand stupidity. Stupidity and laziness are the things that really get to me. I respect anyone that's, like, you know, hard working, whatever it is they're doing. If you're working hard and you're, you know, you're really striving for what you want, props to you. But I hate lazy people, can't stand it, and I cannot stand stupidity. Read a book. Stop watching Netflix and read a book. Educate yourself. There's nothing worse than having like a conversation or trying to speak to people that are thick. So yeah, if you're one of those people, sorry, but go back to school, college, do something.
People not washing their hands after they've been to the toilet. So like, you know, when you're on the train and you're thinking like, you don't want to touch that pole because someone's definitely not washed their hands, and like you're washing your hands and you see someone come out the toilet and they just leave, and it's like, honey.
I would eat, if I could only eat one meal like for the rest of my life, it would be dombada. So that's basically like, it's a Gambian dish and it's like peanut stew. I could eat that, like, give me that any day, any year. I don't know, like, I would just eat that forever. I love it.
Chinese. I'm not even going to think about that. Chinese. If I could have Chinese every day, I would. If I was financially secure enough to eat Chinese every day, I would eat Chinese every day. I can't get bored of Chinese. There's just so many things that you can eat. I'd never get tired.
Anybody that knows me knows I'm a foodie. I love cooking, I love baking, and I love eating. But if one thing for the rest of my life, that is terrible. It would probably have to be like seafood. I'm not going to be specific, I don't care. Just seafood in general. I love seafood, fish, prawns, crayfish, lobster, crab, anything that comes from the ocean. That's a bit of me. So yeah, seafood. I would live off seafood. I probably would smell quite badly, but it is what it is.
The last gift I actually got someone was my stepdad. I got him a mug that said, "You are my father." So cute.
The last gift that I gave to someone is actually my best friend Ella. I took her skydiving, and that just happened 2 weeks ago as well, and it was amazing. I enjoyed it so much. I think that was the best birthday present that I've given her, or I've given anyone. So I really need to up my game for my next present, but skydiving was it.
I suck my thumb. I just felt like that's something that nobody would guess. Like, at my big age, yes. So everybody wants to be telling me at my big age. Yes, at my big age, I suck my thumb. And what? I'm joking. But yeah.
So very few people know this, but I was actually born with 6 toes. No, I'm fully chatting shit. I'm chatting shit. I promise you, I'm chatting shit. No, seriously, I'm chatting shit. No, what not a lot of people know is that I can actually fire breathe. So I can lick fire, I can put fire on my skin, I can breathe fire, I can dance with fire, I can blow fire.
Probably that I have a chronic illness. Can't tell. I know. That's the bane of my life. Because no one believes you because of it. And it is a daily struggle. It's hard to get out of bed, it's hard to do tasks, it's hard to think, it's hard to do anything when you're in pain 24/7, but we move.
I would change my having anxiety. You know, I love to sing, but I get very shaky and very nervous. So I'd love to be more confident.
I would change the fact that I am just always late for things. Like, not an hour or two late, but like 10, 15, 20 minutes, half an hour late. But it's like it's a deep-rooted problem, because I will wake up on time, I will get ready on time, I will leave the house on time, I will drive faster if I need to. But for some reason, I can never get to anything on the time that I'm meant to get there.
I have a lot of favourite people. I don't like people very much, but I have a lot of favourite people. My very favourite person has to be my son. I've got a 1-year-old and he is amazing. He's a pain, but he's an amazing pain. So that has to be my favourite person in the whole wide world.
In my head, I said myself. So here I am. But no, I don't know. I don't think I have a favourite person. Like, my favourite people are my family, so I don't have one person that, like, yeah, my brothers, like, they're my world, so they're my favourite people, but I don't have a favourite person, if that makes sense.
My favourite person would definitely have to be Jada. She is just the funniest person I've ever met in my life, and she is my role model. I've never met anyone so hardworking, and she is such a good mum. Like, all the things she juggles every day, like, I don't know how she does it. Can I bring you on?
No, I look like a homeless crackhead.
See?
Not today, guys, not today.
You see what I mean?
Today is not the day.
She cracks me up constantly every day.
3 minutes. 2 minutes to brush my teeth and 1 minute to put on my clothes. Possibly I might put an extra 10 minutes in there if I can actually get a shower in the morning, if my son allows me. Yeah, sometimes I smell in the morning. You might have to wait till the afternoon to actually smell me, because yeah, showers in the morning are not always a possibility as a mother. So between 3 and 15 minutes to get ready. That's me. I don't care. I will go to the shop wearing a discoloured tracksuit that is supposed to be my house clothes, because nobody pays my bills but me.
I think there's so many, but thinking about it now, I feel like it would be Anthony Hamilton, Diamond in the Rough, because I'm a diamond in the rough, baby.
It's actually an intro to a show that I watch. I'll do it for you. It goes, "Who's that girl? It's Jess."
That one's a good question actually, because I listen to so many different genres of music, like, but some of these rappers, like, they talk about the streets, and I don't live on the streets, I don't work on the streets and this and that, so you get what I'm saying. And a lot of these female singers, they just talk all this lovey-dovey stuff. Do you get me? I'm not really a lovey-dovey person, but I feel like the song I can most relate to, like, whenever I listen to it, I can relate to it. Like, yeah, like, I know what you've been through. Like, I hear you when you sing, mate. Is August Alsina, Nobody Knows. Every time I listen to that song, like, as when he sings his lyrics, I'm like, yep, been through that. Yep, I can relate to that. So it doesn't sum up my life, but some certain lyrics touch home when I listen to the song. So August Alsina, Nobody Knows. If you ain't heard it, slang it on YouTube now, and I'm sure you can relate to some of the lyrics in it as well.
The best thing that happened to me last week probably is a brand that I worked with. They just hit me up and they just said, "Hey, we really like you. Do you want to go to Dubai with us and we'll pay for everything? Just come with us for a week." I was like, yes. So that's happening. Very excited.
I made it to Friday, Tamberline on a Saturday. Like I said, my life ain't that exciting, you know? Like, I wake up early during the week, and every time it hits Friday night and I wake up on a Saturday, I'm excited to be able to have that little lie-in.
Favourite piece of clothing? I have about 4 different dressing gowns, but this one genuinely is probably one of the best ones that I own. If you know me, then you'll know that I love a unicorn. There's like 2 things that I absolutely like, you can't go wrong with. It is a unicorn and it's a flamingo.
What is my favourite thing? You're in for a treat, guys. This bag is my favourite piece of clothing / accessory. Yes, it does say Sour Fuckboys. Classy, I know. I'm a classy bird, but yeah, love it. Not going to tell you where I got it from because I don't want to see anyone else with it. But yeah, all the designer bags and stuff in the trash, mate. This is my new thing. Obviously, I can't really wear it out when I do mummy. It's not really appropriate to be walking the street having a bag that says Sour Fuckboys while you have your child in tow. However, I will find a time to wear it and I will live my best life. So that's my favourite.
Probably my little sister. Firstly, because she's beautiful, and secondly, she's doing drama at school and I know she would kill it.
Ooh, that is a tricky one. It would have to be like a mix between 2 people. So like Cardi B and Sheldon from Big Bang Theory, but not the actor, actually Sheldon, because those are like my two sides. I'm a Cardi B and I'm a Sheldon. It just depends where you catch me. So I would just have to be like a morphed, collaborative Cardi Sheldon. That's who would play me.
Just something about him, like, obviously, like, he puts on this kind of act, and obviously the accent accelerates it and stuff like that, but just how he moves and that, and how he comes across, his stance, the way he talks. Oh yes, yummy, yummy. So I'd definitely say Bugsy Malone. Like,
I have two. My UK celebrity crush is Mist. And my US celebrity crush is The Game. Don't ask me questions. Don't ask me why, but just because. It is what it is. Oh, and wait for it. My ultimate celebrity crush. I can't believe I neglected you. I'm so sorry, babe. My ultimate celebrity crush is Vin Diesel. Oh, Lord have mercy on my soul. Listen to me. I don't care what anyone says. Everyone calls him gay and black. He is not gay. Yeah? He is a heterosexual man and we will marry. I don't care. Oh, Lord have mercy.
my podcast is called Sky News, and it pretty much is what it says on the tin. Sky will be bringing you the latest news. So that's anything from what's hot in the blogs to what's going on in the world. From who's got the best weave this week to who was kicking off on the gram. Any news you can think of, Sky will be bringing it to you left, right, centre. All right? Sky News, yeah?
So my show is called Under the Covers with Keller, and it'll be covering sex and relationships. But I don't want to just talk about the fun side of sex and the fun side of relationships. I also want to talk about like the more health side of things, and then maybe just talk about like my own personal experiences, because there might be somebody out there that needs that form of help, or maybe that's just that form of advice, that I never had that advice, and if I had that at the time, then things would have been a lot better for me.
So my show is called Being Isha, and it's literally about me. Like, I'm going to be telling you guys about things that have happened to me, like little story times. I'm going to be doing vlogs, loads of holiday stuff as well. Just like every day, what I get up to, my life basically, like being me.
Okay, so my segment on Bdtv is called Shadows of Shade. Bit of a word play on 50 Shades. See what I did there? No? Okay, let's move on. We're just going to be doing a load of makeup, really. But I'm going to try and make it as interesting as we possibly can. We'll be doing some challenges, some games, some question and answers, just a load of everything makeup.
My segment is called Jada Chats, and as the name suggests, it's me chatting, but I'm not talking to myself. I will be talking to various different celebrities, influencers, artists, actors, just anyone really that's kind of doing anything. I'm not just going to focus on kind of like big names. I'm also going to do stuff with like smaller up and coming artists, actors, media influencers, people that are doing controversial things, people that are doing great things.
Mine will be called Jamming with Jess, and that's not jamming like, you know, the jam you put on your toast in the morning. Like, there shall be no sauce. Yeah, no, jamming like Bob Marley, like we're jamming. I'm gonna be doing covers once a week.
My show on Bdtv is called BTS with Mims, and it's about just the behind the scenes of the British Diamonds photo shoots, as I am one of the photographers there, and I've worked with them for almost a year now. So I just want to show people like the planning process and what we do and how long it takes and what we make the models do, and like we want it to be very like fun and exciting and not taken very seriously, because we want the models to feel comfortable. But I really want to show that, so that's why I wanted to create a show like BTS with Mims.